Hey guys, this is my response to the comic book cast video on DC wanting to make cliffhangers for their movies in order to get the Avengers movie done. I mean, not Avengers, sorry, but the Justice League movie. The reason why I see, even if it is a rumor or not, but the reason why I see that is going to end up being a really bad idea, mostly because DC, like almost all of DC's movies, end on a conclusion, versus what happened with Marvel. Now, Marvel's all of their superhero movies, be it Captain America, Thor, the X-Men, what was the other one? Oh, and the Incredible Hulk, all ended on a substantial cliffhanger that actually connected. I mean, sure, it had a conclusion, but it also connected into the next movie to give them bigger clarity, not to mention lead into the next film of what people wanted to see. Like, for example, with the Incredible Hulk, at the very end of that movie, if I remember, General Ross saw Tony Stark in the bar, and of course they talked about creating like the whole Hulkbuster thing, which I'm guessing they're gonna introduce in the second Avengers. And then for even though I haven't seen Thor or Captain America, I do remember from the Thor: The Dark World movie where they did introduce the Infinity Gems. Even though I still think it was funny as hell to see Benicio del Toro dressed up as a really weird version of the Collector. But I guess that is Hollywood for you. They try to get the best actors to play the parts of the most infamous villains or heroes, depending on who they are. And also, I have another thing to say as far as them doing the Doctor Strange thing with Johnny Depp. I'd say that's a pretty good idea, because I have got nothing against Johnny Depp playing that part, and also he is kind of one of my favorite people in acting. So yeah, I think he definitely would play Doctor Strange very well. But back to the thing with DC, the reason why I don't think that they're ever going to reach that status that Marvel did is because Marvel, first off, they've already got a giant Kickstarter as far as their movies go. They did bloody Spider-Man. They did it at least 3 times. Sure, and they were the Sam Raimi titles, but they were at least 3 times as good. Sure, the third one kind of crappy because they fucked up Venom and how he was supposed to be done, and possibly Sandman and the Green Goblin. But granted, different director, different direction. Now, for the Amazing Spider-Man, the one that they're doing now, I think they actually have done a great job. Not to mention they are trying their best to do like a whole new direction with him. Not to mention bring in like a connection to the other stuff. Like, for example, with the Avengers, they tied in all the other movies. They tied in Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man into I would say Iron Man 2 into the continuity, because I think around the first one not so much. Not to mention they kind of had to change actors and mess around with things and figure all the other stuff out. Now, if DC really wanted to continue their movies that way, don't put them on a cliffhanger. And if they are gonna do like the whole Superman versus Batman thing in 2016, which again I still think is fucking stupid, because that's like fucking doing what Sega's partially doing right now, and that is trying to compete with like the bigger shit that's coming out. Because guess what? By 2015 or 16, that's when fucking Avengers comes out, and 9 times out of 10, those people are gonna say fuck Batman, fuck Superman. We're gonna go see the second Avengers. Why? Because though the second Avengers did very well, I mean not second, but the first Avengers did very well to the point that it actually ended up not only making all the actors that were a part of it popular as fuck, but also managed to make all the other people who actually liked the movie pretty much pick up, like, go see it twice, 3 times, 4 times, whatever. And 9 times out of 10, most of those people were the ones that didn't see the movies that actually connected into them, like me. I didn't see Thor. I didn't see Captain America. Again, my bad. I plan on getting the DVD sometime in the near future. However, I still believe that the only way DC can make a really steady stream of movies and still do the whole Justice League movie. Sorry, I'm kind of got a brain fart right now. The only way I see that happening is if they take their time. Not to mention they need to redo a few movies. Namely, they gotta redo Green Lantern. No offense to the guy that actually played the Green Lantern, played Hal Jordan. No offense to him, but the way they were going about it kind of fucked up. They kind of fucked it up. So the way I see it is they need to redo that movie first, like Marvel redid the Incredible Hulk. Because again, the Hulk did kind of fuck itself over. That's why they ended up redoing that movie, and they had Edward Norton play the Hulk, which I think they should go ahead and have him play another superhero to give him a second chance. However, as far as all the other movies that need to be made, of course, I already know they're making Wonder Woman, but the only deal is with Wonder Woman. Again, I think with Wonder Woman, I think the way they would probably go about that one, hopefully they keep her Amazonian origins and they don't try that bullshit. Trust me, I know for a gosh darn fact that when it comes down to Greek mythology in superheroes, 9 times out of 10 that shit doesn't happen. Not to mention that people love the fuck out of, no, actually not people, but Hollywood love the fuck out of ruining continuity sometimes, especially the shit that we really do love. Which is why half the time most adaptive movies have turned into shit 9 times out of 10. So the way I would like to see DC to do it, even though I'm not a big DC boy, I'm not a big DC person, I would like them to seriously do a redo of Green Lantern, basically, since he is one of my favorite DC people. They can do the sequel to Superman, but the way I see it, don't even try to add Batman and make Superman look like a fucking supervillain, because that's stupid as shit. And the last thing I would say again to whatever the comic book cast said in their video, I would like them to honestly, basically, yeah, like he said, to take their time and find their own identity instead of trying to chase after Marvel, because that's exactly what the fuck a lot of fucking companies are doing, especially those in the gaming industry and in anime and all that other dumb shit. So that's my 2 cents on it. Sayonara.